The sun dipped below the horizon, leaving me stranded on a desolate road in the heart of Kentucky. My car had chosen this forsaken moment to sputter and die, its engine gasping for life in the eerie silence of an abandoned coal mining town. A chill crawled up my spine as I surveyed my surroundings: rusting machinery, dilapidated houses, and a palpable sense of abandonment. I took a deep breath, attempting to shake off the unease that clung to the air like a shroud. My phone displayed a pitiful no-signal message, rendering me utterly alone in this ghostly landscape. I had no choice but to find help on foot. The gravel crunched beneath my sneakers as I strolled down the desolate road, the fading sunlight casting long, distorted shadows. It was as if the very essence of this place clung to the air, whispering forgotten secrets that danced on the edge of my perception. I trudged past decaying storefronts, their windows like vacant eyes staring into the void. The wind whispered through the skeletal remains of a once thriving community, and my imagination conjured the ghostly echoes of laughter and the clatter of mining equipment. The hollow silence was deafening. I rounded a corner and stumbled upon an ancient gas station. Its flickering sign croaked out a feeble, "Open," a cruel mockery of its long-lost vibrancy. Pushing open the creaking door, I was met with the pungent scent of decay and dust. A bell jingled overhead, sounding a lonely welcome. Behind the counter stood a frayed man, his weary eyes flickering with the last embers of hope. He looked up, offering a half-hearted smile that did little to dispel the darkness surrounding us. "You're not from around here, are you?" he rasped, his voice a haunting murmur. I explained my predicament, desperately seeking any assistance he could offer. His gaze lingered on my car keys as if he held the key to my salvation. "Folks around here don't take kindly to strangers," he muttered, his tone laden with caution. "But Old Man Grady might help you. He's got a tow service, though he's not one for hospitality." With a heavy heart, I followed the directions he scribbled on a greasy napkin, a map leading to a small house on the outskirts of the forsaken town. The fading light painted long shadows across the dilapidated structures, creating a surreal tableau that sent shivers down my spine. As I approached Old Man Grady's house, the air grew thicker with a sense of foreboding. The windows were boarded up, and the porch sagged under the weight of years of neglect. A dim light flickered through the cracks in the wood, and a low murmur reached my ears, an indistinct chorus of whispers that seemed to beckon me closer. My hesitant knocks echoed through the hollow night, and the door swung open with an eerie creak. A stooped figure emerged, Old Man Grady, his eyes obscured by the shadow of his worn hat. He grunted, gesturing for me to follow him to the tow truck parked in the overgrown yard. As we trudged through the darkness, the whispers intensified, weaving a disconcerting tapestry of forgotten secrets. Old Man Grady muttered to himself incoherently, his words lost in the ghostly symphony that enveloped us. I hesitated but pressed on, determined to escape this place. The tow truck rumbled to life, its engine breaking the spectral silence. Grady's eyes met mine briefly, and a shiver ran down my spine as I caught a glint of something sinister beneath the brim of his hat. The tow truck's headlights pierced the darkness, revealing the remnants of a once thriving mining town, now swallowed by shadows. We reached a ramshackle motel on the outskirts, a flickering neon sign proclaiming its vacancy. Grady grunted, pocketing the payment I offered, and disappeared into the night without a word. I stood alone, surrounded by the oppressive silence of the motel, its empty parking lot echoing with the phantom whispers that seemed to follow me. Reluctantly, I entered the motel lobby, the air heavy with the stench of mildew and decay. The reception desk stood unmanned, a sign instructing guests to take any available room. Weariness settled over me like a shroud as I trudged down the dimly lit hallway, my footsteps echoing through the hollow corridors. I entered my assigned room, the door groaning in protest as I pushed it open. The flickering fluorescent light revealed a room frozen in time, its furnishings draped in dust covers. The air hung thick with the weight of forgotten stories, and the bed creaked beneath the burden of untold secrets. I tried to shake off the sense of impending doom as I settled into the threadbare mattress. The room seemed to close in around me, the shadows dancing in sinister patterns on the peeling wallpaper. Sleep eluded me as the whispers outside my window intensified, their ethereal cadence a symphony of despair. Suddenly, a sharp rap echoed through the room, jolting me awake. I sat up, the darkness pressing against the edges of my consciousness. Another knock, louder this time, reverberated through the silence. My heart raced as I approached the door, dread settling like a lead weight in my stomach. The corridor outside was empty, the flickering lights casting a haunting glow on the deserted hallway. As I hesitated, contemplating the source of the mysterious knocks, a voice whispered my name, a guttural, otherworldly chant that sent shivers down my spine. With trepidation, I followed the spectral call, the whispers guiding me through the labyrinthine corridors. The air grew colder, and the flickering lights cast grotesque shadows on the peeling wallpaper. The echoes of my footsteps merged with the ghostly symphony, creating an unsettling harmony that seemed to resonate through the very walls. I reached the end of the hallway, a heavy door standing ajar, inviting me into the abyss beyond. The whispers crescendoed, a chorus of tormented souls pleading for release. My hand trembled as I pushed open the door, revealing a cavernous chamber bathed in an otherworldly glow. In the center of the room stood a spectral figure, its features obscured by the shifting shadows. The whispers coalesced into a voice that seemed to emanate from the depths of the void. "You have awakened the dormant spirits of this forsaken place," it intoned, the words resonating with ancient despair. I stumbled backward, the weight of the revelation pressing down on me. The figure beckoned, and the shadows writhed, revealing the forgotten faces of those who had once toiled in the coal mines, their eyes hollow and accusing. The room pulsed with a malevolent energy, and I realized the true horror that lurked beneath the surface of this abandoned town. As the specters closed in, the whispers reached a fever pitch, a cacophony of anguished souls pleading for release. The walls seemed to close in, and the unearthly glow enveloped me, transporting me to a realm where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into an indistinguishable nightmare. In that twisted dimension, I saw the town in its prime, the echoes of laughter and industry replaced by the haunting wails of the departed. The coal mines had claimed more than their share of lives, and the town had become a purgatory for the forgotten souls who lingered in the shadows. I awoke with a start, bathed in cold sweat, the spectral visions fading like a haunting dream. The motel room was still and silent, the oppressive darkness replaced by the dull light of dawn. I stumbled to the window, peering out at the abandoned town, its dilapidated structures cloaked in the pale morning light. The tow truck was gone, and a profound emptiness hung in the air. The whispers had dissipated, leaving behind a hollow silence. As I gathered my belongings and made my way to the lobby, the motel seemed to exhale a sigh of relief, its secrets buried once more in the recesses of time. I stepped out into the cold morning, the abandoned town stretching before me like a desolate canvas. The sun emerged from behind the clouds, casting a feeble warmth on the forgotten streets. I glanced back at the motel, a shiver running down my spine as I felt the lingering gaze of the departed. As I walked away from that haunted place, the echoes of the whispers still resonated in my mind. The abandoned coal mining town had revealed its dark secrets, and I carried the weight of its tormented history with me, a chilling reminder of the thin veil between the living and the dead. Well folks, it's been a pleasure sharing these crazy experiences with you on Warped Whispers. If our spooky tales hit the right spot, consider throwing a like and smashing that subscribe button. Really means a lot to this old storyteller, and it'll keep the stories rolling. Till we meet again, stay cool, stay curious, and keep those stories close. Catch you later.